TV5's Mark Boyle has the latest in the investigation from Lawrence.
And so what his involvement might be, if any, to the traffic ticket fixing allegations isn't known tonight. Lawrence police say 2 of its employees were taking as many as 6 traffic tickets out of the system for as long as 9 years. Also saying the employee who began trading traffic tickets for sporting event tickets is a longtime friend of a former KU Athletics employee. In a written statement, Douglas County District Attorney Charles Branson says in part, "I have an obligation to review any case that involves those 2 officers, and since he's working to decide if charges will be brought against them both." KU Associate Athletics Director Jim Marchioni told me today it's unfortunate that this issue is back in the news. He says, though, KU has moved on from any of that. Lawrence police say the second officer who was asked 2 or 3 times by the first to help them fix tickets may have also benefited with free athletics tickets. Police say that employee's personnel investigation is ongoing tonight.
That was Mark Boyle reporting. Lawrence police say they're not sure how soon the investigation might wrap up and more names released, but we'll stay on top of this story. We'll have details as they emerge.
Now, your Storm Track 5 forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Suchan.
Well, we've got cold sunshine here into most of the metro, but radar is actually very interesting. We have a little upper air disturbance that's dropping down out of Nebraska. It's actually making a beeline right for us here, and while it's weakening, it is still strong enough to generate some weather for northwest Missouri in particular. This is a band of some heavy snowfall up to Maryville, where there's a good dusting on the ground right now. In fact, let's zoom this in a little bit closer here for you. Watch as this re-racks one more time. I don't know if you saw it. There was actually a lightning strike in there, so you've actually got some pretty good dynamic wind. And that is helping to cool the atmosphere sufficiently to support what looks to be rain, but this is actually a burst of some heavy snowfall. And if it can hold together long enough, and it very well may, it could bring a burst of a quick 10-15 minutes of snow, maybe even into St. Joseph, the Highway 36 corridor into Cameron, and then eventually it'll move on. And there also may be a little bit of rain mixed in here, but very interesting that we have this one last little wrinkle in the overall forecast as we take you into this Friday evening. And I do believe that there is just enough with this system here to bring a few sprinkles and showers even into the metro later this evening. So despite the fact we'll have a nice sunset, we will see a rapid increase in cloudiness this evening with that slight chance for a sprinkle or shower. Keep that in mind if you are heading out this evening. That's the little feature right there, a little upper air disturbance. This is actually the big parent load. It's moving up into southeastern Canada and gradually weakening. So as this moves by, then we're left with what will be a very quiet weekend forecast. Here you see our forecast track modeling now. We, again, it's picking up on this little feature very well. Watch it drop down off to the southeast. Now, it may be a little underdone in selling to possibly maybe a first shower or 2 further west. So I'm going to include that in my forecast this evening. Then we got sunshine in the forecast there for Saturday. Outside right now, 44 degrees, so we managed to get back to the mid-40s, but it was definitely a colder day than what we've had seen here recently. The wind's still a little bit gusty, so it feels a little bit cooler. These temperatures right now from 44 in St. Joseph into Tremble, 43 into Liberty, 46 into Lewisburg. And as said, even though these temperatures are above freezing, this little band coming in it's adjusting the atmosphere. It's plenty cold up aloft, and as it moves down, the dynamic cooling with that burst of precipitation is cooling the atmosphere to support a little bit of wet snow as it pushes